Well, the U.S. isn't doing it. See, they're spinning it because Walter Jones is about to get enough votes, Republican North Carolina, to release this. So now the Obama administration is considering whether to declassify still secret sections of the congressional inquiry in the 9/11 attacks. And now Zacharias Moussaoui has come out saying, yes, he worked for Saudi intelligence, the so-called 20th hijacker. So they're trying to discredit it, saying even that dirty terrorist says it. It isn't the dirty terrorist. It's Senator Graham, the co-head of the 9/11 Commission, said the Saudis funded it and ran it, but our government stood down and let it happen. Of course they did. Of course they did. NORAD stood down. We have that from Panetta. Norman Panetta, the head of the transportation system. He was in the bunker with Cheney when the stand down was given. Cheney took NORAD shoot-down powers away 5 weeks before and gave them back a week after. And they plan to fly Flight 93, ladies and gentlemen, into the Capitol. But the Air National Guard from the Dakotas on drill in Virginia flew into Pennsylvania and refused orders and fired. The general refused orders. And I was told this by high-level Pentagon. I was told this by Colonel Don de Grand Prix, who was a famous CIA Black Ops colonel, because that's who they use in the CIA, to be an Army colonel over huge operations. And they killed him a couple weeks after he was on. He died of a heart attack 2 weeks after being on the show. And he'd been at the Pentagon, he talked to the people, and then later it came out, and it's on the air traffic tapes. They fired 2 AIM-9 Sidewinders into 93. There wasn't any let's roll. All that was meant to make you buy into it. The Air Force National Guard shot down 93. That's why it had debris over 8 miles and all the rest of it. They've got all these fake debunking pieces. The state police saw the explosion, heard it all. I mean, you see that debris field, we know what happened. I mean, do people realize how many people come on this show, like the D.C. madam or the head of New York Emergency Management, the deputy head, Barry Jennings, and die within weeks of being on? People say, well, why are you still alive? Because I'm not the focal point of where it's coming from. I'm the focal point with the information coming out, and now it's coming out everywhere else. So it makes it more obvious if they take me out. But they still could do it. I mean, I don't take any of this for granted. They've instead tried to assassinate my name, my character, by building straw men and saying I said things I didn't say. And other dirty tricks campaigns. But realize how important this broadcast is. This is real, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a game. This is not a joke. And we need other men and women that are in media to stop being cowards, like the CBS News reporter that exposed Fast and Furious. If we all don't start telling the truth, we're going to lose everything. You understand? It takes more courage not to fight this than to fight this. You just got to gut up and do the right thing. And as more whistleblowers come out, as more people do the right thing in law enforcement, it doesn't matter, across the board, in corporate areas, this system will not be able to be converted into a tyranny. This is the key time where they're moving on every front now. And the enemy's exposed right now. They've emerged. Washington Examiner reports 64% of reporters say feds spying on their emails, calls, online searches. It's worse than that. They go and implant stuff on people's computers, fake search histories, you name it. You can't believe anything comes out of the feds now. They're just that corrupt. Just like the prostitute media and Brian Williams is just that corrupt. But understand, folks, those of us that said 9/11 was a stand down, an inside job, it was. Senators and Congress people are on record, bipartisan. It's true. It came out. They couldn't hide it. The question is, how do they try to spin it now? Coming up, lawmakers do Obama, arm Ukraine. Do you understand how big a deal that is? Weird that we're friends. It's bizarre. Not name dropping, it's just bizarre. And long after he's gone and I'm gone, still in the Zen sense, I was alive, he was alive, we experienced this world together. Just as we experience it with all of you. We are all bound together. It really is magic. There's a CNN piece, PSA they're running that's anti-human, that says that Mother Nature could destroy us at any time. That's a nice cliche. I've starved species greater than you, is the quote. We are of the earth, God's creation. And yes, humans have hurt things on the planet, but these PSAs only target humans and demonize humans as a problem, not some of the bad things we're doing like GMO. It's just humans are bad, period, so government can devalue us. That's all that's happening is the devaluing of human life. And if we devalue human life, we devalue everything. Because humans are clearly the greatest expression of God's mind on this planet. This planet is God's artwork. Nature doesn't need people. People need nature. We are nature. I was flipping around through a magazine. Mother Jones, there had a eugenics ad in it. I meant to take it, ask permission at the haircutting place I was at. I meant to ask permission. I was also on the cover. It was the police state issue. The federalization of police was, I think it was military cops was the headline. It had a demonization of me and Rand Paul on the cover. And I was going to ask for it, but forgot to. It had a eugenics ad in it. Maybe we can go out and find that magazine. I think it's a current issue. I think it's Warrior Cops is the headline. I'm already digressing. There's just so much information. I go down rabbit trails. We're going to be playing that PSA. We're going to get into the economy. Only 44% of U.S. adults are employed for 30 or more hours a week. Chinese rating agency warns coming crisis is worse than 2008, blames U.S. printing press, but they're accelerating their printing press. New alarm bells over household debate as Canada faces downward spiral. That's out of the Globe and Mail. Gallup CEO says number of full-time jobs, a percent of population is slowest it's ever been, is worried he'll get fired or gone after by the government for admitting that because there's a cover-up. Is Russia planning a gold-based currency? That's just some of the news on the economy. Let's play that clip I just mentioned of Gallup poll CEO Jim Clifton fears he will suddenly disappear for exposing unemployment rates. See, because they've been ordered, you cover up, we're going into a depression. Here's the clip.
I don't think that the government is misleading us at all. I think that the number that comes out of BLS and the Department of Labor is very, very accurate. I need to make that very, very clear so I don't suddenly disappear. I need to make it home tonight.
So you don't disappear? Jeez. All right. We hope that wouldn't be a follow-up. Okay. Anyway, carry on.
All right, so let's stop right there. You read the full transcript. He looks crazy when he's saying this because it's like Gibbs saying, I lied to you. There is a drone program, but you already know that. It's crazy. It's Wizard of Oz. Because it's just everyone's gut doesn't want to go with this. Just lying about everything. That's why all these reporters go, just out of the blue, yeah, I lied forever. I'd be fired. I'm sorry. And then the system, goes, I need to be clear. These numbers we're getting are very, very accurate. So I don't disappear tonight. All the top experts are on record. The numbers are totally phony across the board, just like Brian Williams is a phony, and Tom Brokaw's a phony, and Rachel Maddow's a phony. They're all a pack of lying trash scum.
Visit GCNlive.com.
Criminals preying on the American people. We'll be right back. The month of February is all about Valentine's Day. Big heart-shaped boxes filled with delicious candy. What if we, the Patriots, hijacked Valentine's Day and instead made it about human liberty and individual empowerment? I'm all about human potential. I'm all about the individual being empowered. The establishment is the opposite. That's why they spike our water with fluoride and GMO, estrogen mimickers, and the rest of the garbage. InfoWars is striking back in the month of February with Human Empowerment Month. How we can come together and win the human race. And to celebrate the kickoff of Human Empowerment Month, we're slashing prices on InfoWarsLife.com products like Super Male and Super Female Vitality. The sale is only running for the month, 20% off, and there's a lot of other powerful specials at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsLife.com, celebrating human potential in the month of February. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to find this special and many others in the month of February. Again, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139.